Hi everyone. So the topic for today happens to be troublesome traps. I don't know if you're familiar with this particular muscle, but in my recent or past videos, I've always mentioned something about this particular muscle, and a lot of people do train this muscle in a wrong manner, and hence I have given this particular topic troublesome traps. So let's get started with knowing little more about this muscle. So I've divided this topic into three parts. First would be the introduction, then would be the issues which people face, and then would be the intervention or the solutions to the same. So let's get started. So the first part of this particular topic is the introduction. Let's try and understand the trapezius muscle. This muscle has three types or three different fibers, which is the upper fiber, the middle fiber, and the lower. Now, all these fibers have a different angle. You have the diagonal angle of the upper and the lower, and the horizontal angle of the middle fiber. Because the muscle is made in that particular way, you can contract that muscle in three different ways. So the upper fibers are mostly used for something called as a scapular elevation. So whenever you do any shrugging movement, your upper fibers contract. Your middle and the lower fibers, they contract when you're doing something called as a retraction. So your shoulder blades, which are your scapular bone, when they come closer to each other, that is when you are contracting or working these muscles. Also, these muscles start right below the skull. So your upper fibers start right below the skull. Then you have the cervical part and the thoracic part. That's where your middle and the lower fibers originate, and they all club together at the spine of the scapula, somewhere also at the acromion process as well, which is just above your shoulder socket. So the muscle is big in the center. It is actually connected to your vertebral column, and it goes and attaches itself on each side behind the shoulder. Now, the function of this muscle is very important, and many a times people get confused on how to train, and unfortunately, people end up training this muscle in a wrong manner, and hence I've given this the name troublesome. So this was the introductory part. My next video would be covering the actual problems or the issues. So I'll see you then. Bye bye.